Today is almost the best day of my life.
Is it?
I love today.
Yeah. That's
especially,
awesome.
Especially the fact that we're camping in the woods.
We're the Farnsworths. For the last 5 years, we've traveled across the U.S. in our RV full-time with our 3 kids and a dog, taking travel nurse jobs 13 weeks at a time. Now, in a season of transition, we're planning our next unordinary path. Come with us today as we ditch the RV and explore the Mogollon Rim near Pine, Arizona. This is exactly what I'm doing! Chaos coordinator. I'm a nerd, and I have list after list. I have the things to go buy, I have the things to pack, I have cookware to pack, food to pack, camping gear to pack.
That doesn't make you a nerd.
It totally makes me cool. Checklists make me cool. Okay, this is the life of not RVing and camping in tents instead. We are finally ready to roll, and I have to show you what this looks like. This is why we need a trailer. We are not very good overlanders. Look at all of this gear. You know, the problem is that small gear is really expensive, and we already spent several $100s in order to get what we did get to go camping. So we're just gonna have to, over time, replace things like the big, huge chairs with smaller backpacking camping chairs. And, you know, all of our food, our dry food is in one of these containers, and then we have the cooler here. But holy smokes, this guy knows how to pack it in. Yes,
I love you.
I love you too. I think one thing that complicates things is that there are so many of us. There's 5 of us in the Jeep, and then the back, we can't load the back up because Cinder has to ride somewhere.
So there's really 6 of us.
So there's really like having 6 people inside the Jeep. And so most of our gear is sitting out here on the outside. If we had a bigger vehicle or maybe something to tow, I think it would be better. We're gonna document the temperature change as we leave. So it was 100, I think it was 106 or 108. Well, we still haven't sold our rig. Yes, this market is awful. Since the toy hauler is all cleaned up and fixed up, we just don't really want to use it. So tent camping it is.
It's not cold, but it's gonna definitely feel
78
cool. So
windows. Oh, I feel so good. The Mogollon Rim stretches 200 miles from Yavapai County to New Mexico and ranges from 5,000 to 7,000 feet elevation, so it's nice and cool. It's covered in beautiful ponderosa pines up top and cottonwood and sycamores below near the rivers and creeks. Basically, it's the perfect escape from the Phoenix heat. Yeah, doing a great job there. Setting up the chairs. Yeah. This is where the smooch hung out for the whole ride here. We got this net system here.
This is her space.
Yes, it's her little space in there.
I can fit.
Johnny on the spot over here, setting up our bathroom. What is that? Cujo? We are so fancy.
so fancy.
So fancy. Okay, guys. I don't know if you can tell how small this is, but it says it can hold 400 pounds. I don't know. It's so tiny. It's definitely smaller than a 5-gallon bucket. Remember that time we complained about not having a working toilet in the RV for 10 days? This is totally different, right? Totally. Seriously though, it wasn't terrible, and it's just all part of the tent camping vibe. Tell me this gets faster, because I'm going to tell you right now, the setup time compared to RV life is like 10 times longer. I don't know how long we've been here, but we aren't set up still. But once we get set up, it's going to be awesome, and I have to show you this view. Are you ready? Also, we could never get the trailer out here, so this isn't even possible to come here with the RV. Ready? What do you think, Cinder? What do you think? I can't get over the temperature difference. It's so nice out here.
Just because we're in tents doesn't mean we can't sleep comfortably. We aren't backpacking right now, so we brought the air mattresses. Could we have all fit in the big tent? Probably. But when we bought it online 2 days before we left, we weren't sure, so we bought this little backpacking tent too. Chloe is nervous to sleep in her own tent, but the boys wanted their own space, and thus the Jeep connected tent idea was born. It worked out perfectly. Chloe and Cinder probably had one of the most comfortable setups of all of us. There's a divider inside that you can leave open and close so that she doesn't feel like she's alone, but it still gave the boys some privacy.
Instead of buying the really expensive mattress that's form-fitted to the inside of the Jeep, we just got a cheap $12 twin air mattress for now because money. This is her little space. We've got netting on all the windows so she can still have a breeze. All right, Ethan's doing a great job getting all set up. Building us a fire. And this is what we're having for dinner. We are having walking tacos. So we've got the taco meat, you can pick a bag of chips, and then put whatever toppings in. There's actually like a lot more space in here than I originally thought, so we probably could have all slept in here. And then over here, well, hello.
Hello.
Hello, my smooch. Hello, Chloe.
Hi.
You guys look nice and cozy in here.
Today is almost the best day of my life.
Is it?
I love today.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Especially the fact that we're camping in the woods
I know, isn't that awesome?
by a cliffside.
I know, we finally get to adventure
With a
again.
giant view of canyons.
Of canyons?
Yeah, I
The
saw
giant view
The giant.
of the foggy canyon. What did we hear tonight when the sun went down?
We heard these things near the camp out over there.
Uh-huh, it's called taps.
It's so
Taps.
Taps.
Uh-huh.
Taps.
It was really pretty. It resounded through the whole area.
Yeah, it went around our
It was like
ears,
surround
in
sound.
our ears, out of our ears. So many ear things.
It was pretty cool. I wonder if we're going to hear it in the morning.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be awake at sunset.
You think? Sunrise?
Where you are, here among the stars.
Chloe kept her promise. At 4:45, she woke and quietly got out of the Jeep to watch the sunrise and listen to the birds. Sleeping in our backpack tent without the fly was amazing. The lows were in the 50s, we were snug in our sleeping bags, and we watched several shooting stars as we fell asleep. Look at this dirty dog.
That's a good dog, those. That's a good dog.
Bath time as soon as we get home.
She's taking a dirt bath.
Something we loved about RVing in the beginning was the ability to move our home on wheels anywhere. We could work and vacay at the same time, all the time. Except after a while, this started to feel confusing. The separation between working and playing eventually was so blurred that we just felt we could never get rest. I feel like we have a better handle on that now, and I've worked really hard to find a better balance with or without the RV. It's certainly easier to separate the two when you don't also live in the place that you're trying to enjoy.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, don't get us wrong. There's nothing wrong with camping with your RV or living in one. We loved our time in our home on wheels, and if that's still you, we are so glad for you. This is our story in the season that we find ourselves in currently, and we happen to be loving it. On this trip, we made it a point to not have plans. Sure, we wanted to explore a little, but there was plenty of time for a few hammock naps. There was no working other than documenting here and there. We didn't have great cell service. I didn't bring my computer. We went to bed when it was dark and rose with the sun, which is something that, if you know us, is totally out of character. Okay, camp face. We have detached the Jeep from our tent and we've packed up our site a little bit. We're gonna go exploring. One place I really wanted to get to is Fossil Creek, but I did not realize it requires reservations, but it is supposedly like the most pristine swimming hole in all of Arizona. There's like 8 different spots that you can go swim at, including like waterfalls and stuff like that. But next time I'll be more prepared. It's all booked up basically all summer long, so maybe next year. But instead, we're going to go to Flowing Springs today. No, this isn't extreme, but it definitely is not trailer worthy.
I mean,
Flowing Springs is located on the East Verde River in the Tonto National Forest, about 10 miles north of Payson. The water's great for the kids and adults alike because there's a shallow entry, but it does get to about 8 feet in the middle. Just deep enough for the kids to jump off the boulder, which they absolutely love doing. Uh-oh.
oh, get it. Bring it a little closer.
She's not sure. She doesn't want to have to actually
like to
swim.
Which is just hilarious. 'Cause
Yeah.
You come from a breed of water dog.
I know.
This is proof that she was, in fact, in the water with the children.
Lucky you get green beans for a treat. Looks like I'd rather have bacon, but whatever. More?
Hold on
That's one.
for better days. Let her pass me in the shadow. Days like these, we can see the way to live out a new chapter. Tides coming our way as we move closer to a madness. Times like these, they come and go, so let this feeling
Gonna work magic here, huh?
Yes, packing magic is about to happen.
Packing magic so that the smooch has room. Hi, baby. This is a pack-in, pack-out area. There is no trash service whatsoever. But when we got here, there was a broken, what is it called, an awning? And it was just laying here. They were able to hammer the legs in, and we're gonna take it with us and take it to the dump. We really didn't mind the pack up, though it did take much longer than either of the RVs that we've owned. Success! The best part about this was that we didn't just enjoy our trip there, we also looked forward to coming back to a comfortable house, a big bed, showers, a pool, and the internet. Thanks for joining us this week on our adventures. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks for another one, or check out our travel nursing series on Tuesdays right here at 5:30 Central. We'll see you out there. Are you getting clean? You know, Mom and Dad won't let you in the house till you're clean.
but then you get to go lay on your bed.
She's never just sat here and like, let me do this, you know?
Yeah, she's like, please clean me, please.
She likes the coolness.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, she's such a good girl.
Imagine we did this in our bathtub.